Alright, 12/21/2012. I think it's 9 o'clock actually. One show just went off, obviously it was on people who are trying, and just so happens it looks that way. I don't know. Maybe that'll work. Anyway, it gets dark really fast. This is actually for those that don't know, the longest night of the year on the 21st of December. One of the guys that actually builds those underground shelters said, I certainly hope it don't happen, but if it does, I really can't do nothing about it. For those that are building those things, it's really, I don't know if they actually think about it, but it's something to think about. Everybody knows eventually you die. Very few think about it, but at least I think a lot of them do, but that doesn't get talked about much in these shows. The underground shelter is not just to save your own ass, or at least initially I suppose it is. Son of a bitch, it went out. Even if you don't make it, you always want your kids to. You gotta wonder what kind of world they're putting them in. Now I gotta find a light. Getting back to that, so if I had kids, yeah, I certainly wouldn't want them to die faster than they had to. And they could have kids too. So for the species to want to stick around, there's got to be some hardcore people. If and when, and eventually it does happen, some hardcore people who make the effort to make sure the species survives. My genes ain't gonna be in it because I probably wouldn't be there, but somehow the species wants to survive, and that's not a bad thing. The earth ain't going nowhere really until the sun eats it up, and that would be a while. As humans, we pretty much study, some of us study everything and can do everything. Most of it not by one, but many. It makes it a body, actually. The body of a human mass on Earth. Supposed to call Sandra tonight, and I probably will. Hopefully Diane's got her number stashed somewhere. I don't know where it's at. female in the house, she's got her sense of organization. Mine's usually a pile somewhere. Although she also had a pile, not on the computer table. So we actually got a stand-up filer for that, so we wouldn't have a pile that have to go through every time I won something. I just accepted Dead Cross back. It's strange that it would happen on this day, but I didn't even think about looking until 2 days ago. And they say you got to wait 48 hours, so it kind of works out, doesn't it? So she's got a family reunion going on, making her very happy, and I get to say hi too, so that's cool. I kind of had a feeling it was going to be either her or Sharon, possibly a stranger usually, but this was a day that I was expecting one of them. 90% chance of Deb Cross and about 10% of Sharon. There's a lot of barrier between us. We had our first snow flurries today. You know, I've never done it. I've never done pizza delivery either. So I go to places with lots of cars, and lots of people. Sometimes it doesn't bother me. Sometimes it's scary. I think it's what you're used to. I never done office work. Well, I did when I was a manager. I did a whole lot more than that as a manager too. But I really got to get a job closer. We got an industrial park within walking distance. There's not a lot of there, but I mean, if I get a job there, then if it pays at least what this does, I would be much better off. I just gotta get up the. I gotta get past my mental barriers. Yeah, I really do. I keep hoping that someone's gonna let me be me and get paid for that. Shit, yeah, that'd be nice. Oh, and Deb typically does comment, be nice. This is my personal diary, and anybody who wants to can see it, but it is a diary. I'm not trying to impress nobody, I'm just being me. When I'm gone, at least I left something. I left a lot, but this is actually on the internet. It ain't going nowhere. My tapes, my notebooks could pass away, but as long as humans want the internet, they will always remember everything that was ever put there. Sounds like a brain. Until it dies, it remembers a lot. Basically, I keep thinking I should stop, but I got to remind myself, this is for me. This is for me. I do this for me. Oh, boy. Things are always changing. We added some more lights. That cost $24 for 4 feet, but they're really cool.
If you're one of over 50 million adults who suffer from a sore mouth, consider Act Sensitive. This soothing alcohol-free formula has maximum fluoride to rebuild enamel up to 2 times stronger. Act Sensitive. Strong teeth, fresh breath in a sensitive formula.
Tampa, Florida, home to sandy beaches, beautiful weather, and at one time, a cartel of Cuban car thieves. One of the most sophisticated law enforcement
Excuse me. Well, I guess they're talking to me. I think I'm done. And there's always going to be something else. Time moves on. I just hope that I don't have to suffer too much more than I have to. It can be balanced. Someone actually said, and this is okay, you can get rid of all the things that make life miserable. I typed back, you'd be considered very bad for doing that. That's other humans. But it can be done. The question is who and how, and it can't be one. And then they'd be saying, who the hell do you think you are, God? I ain't doing nothing. you'll have to do it yourselves if you want to get rid of the stuff that makes life miserable.